Hello and welcome to all the ghouls and vampires out there. I'm Joe, and this is another 5-minute reviews for you all. House of Frankenstein from 1997 was a miniseries movie, or movie for TV, basically. Sorry, can't talk today. And it is excellent. This is a fantastic, well put together piece of cinema that I do hope to watch with Dan and to turn into a horror cinema podcast and to detail out, maybe even do a separate podcast just on this piece of cinema. I loved it. This was a great story, well written. Characters are lovable. The actors are well cast. This is a great story. Perhaps one of the best from the 90s and one of the best from 97. Perhaps the best piece of horror to come out of 1997. And I'm not saying that lightly. I loved this story. It is so good. It is essentially a remake of, or a readaptation of the Universal Monster universe set in the modern day with a modern cast with a few changes. For example, rather than a wolfman, it's a wolf woman. You have Adam Frankenstein, but he appears as an intelligent, eloquent figure from Mary Shelley's novel. He gets a redemption arc. It's really good. And Coyle, the main character, plays something of the Jonathan Harker character, with the semi-Dracula type storyline, except the Mina type character is the wolf woman. And she goes through Talbot's storyline a little from the Universal Monster era, but it's so well paced, so well put together, and yet it is so faithful to a lot of the novels, and actually very faithful to the spirit of those novels, and to Universal Monsters, and even a bit of Hammer. So I can't think of a bad thing to say, except that I wish this was longer. I wish there was more. And honestly, this is so good. I hope there's deleted scenes. I'm going to buy the DVD because I ended up borrowing it. And I want to watch it whenever I can. This is an easy 4-star film. Like 4 stars. Easily one of the greatest pieces of horror I've ever seen. The concept of a wolf woman and all that it brings with it, such as enhanced senses, enhanced emotions, and all that, is really, really gripping. And it makes sense. But at the same time, the love story between her and Coyle is really well done. The tragedy of Adam is even more on display. It truly is very beautiful and very tragic what happens with him. Dracula is, of course, or Grimes, is, of course, despicable and evil. So, yeah, this is probably, I think, the first 4-star review I give to a piece of cinema here on Nightmare Reviews. And I don't have a scrap of doubt or hesitancy in here. I'm also going to get the DVD for my girl, because she's going to want to see this. She's a big horror fan too. This is going to be fantastic. I cannot wait to see what her and Dan both think of this, respectively. So do feel free to smash that like and that subscribe button if you enjoyed this video and want to see more. And you want to see what Dan and her eventually probably think of this. I love this film.